Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, here's Burrow. And his first look is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Oh, some strong running.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
Emmanuel Sanders past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 88 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards that time.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well. Otherwise, it's a fumble.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And 2.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And to be frank, Charles, maybe they just got a little too cute there.
Not just a little too cute, but maybe a bit overconfident. It's almost like they felt like they could dial up anything there and it would work. And they were going for a big hitter on that play. Because you don't call that just to pick up short yardage. You're trying to take that one to the house.
They dug deep in the playbook. Probably wish they had not. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down. And
Burrow going to throw again. And Burrow loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver, once again. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
it's 4th down.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Saints 6, Bengals 0.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He goes 57 yards on the punt return. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 28-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Does the big one in the juice. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Jesse Bates. 4 yards on the...
On second down, Kamara.
And 6. At the 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
And 5 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And doesn't quite make it, taking it with an avalanche, dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Bengals nothing.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 51 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating.
Loses the football.
where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, Burrow. Forced out to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Spinning away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 35 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from, but for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
2 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones who need to touch the ball.
Yards to go.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll try the end around.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Ross, complete.
Burrow's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He's still fighting forward. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the side.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line. It says try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Holding offense. Hey, crew, bring us through the flag.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
On second down, here's Burrow. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
And a Bengal first down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big pickup there on the run. 68 yards on the ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball.